Now, preview time. So let's take a look at what's coming your way.
going on, everybody? Welcome to another brand new installment of Renegades Reviews, exclusively here as always on the Casa D18 Studios channel. I, of course, am your host, the Renegade JJ Williams, and it's new release Saturday, and I'm here to take a look at the new movie still in theaters, Bullet Train, starring Brad Pitt, Joey Keane, Aaron Taylor Johnson, Brian Tyree Henry, Andrew Koji, Michael Shannon, Bad Bunny, Sandra Bullock, Zazie Betts, and Masi Oka. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for joining me here once again for another brand new installment of Renegades Reviews. And as I said during the introduction, it's new release Saturday, so we're here to talk about another new movie still currently in the theaters. And today we're going to talk about Bullet Train. And as our movie opens, a former professional assassin who is codenamed Ladybug resumes work with a newly optimistic attitude after attending therapy, as he's being haunted by numerous work-related accidental deaths. Now, Ladybug's mission is to acquire a briefcase aboard a bullet train that is traveling from Tokyo to Kyoto, Japan, in place of the usual contact, Carver, who is ill. Now, the briefcase contains a $10 million ransom and is in the possession of the Hitman brothers, Lemon and Tangerine. Now, Lemon and Tangerine were hired by the White Death to recover it and his kidnapped son. However, the brothers are kind of wary, as the White Death specifically contacted them because of the way they handled an operation on a job in Bolivia. Meanwhile, up in first class, an assassin named Yuichi Kimura confronts the prince over his son's hospitalization. He has been coerced onto the train to help the prince kill the White Death under threat of death to his son. Ladybug is able to steal the briefcase, but the wolf prevents him from leaving. Now, the wolf is seeking revenge for the poisoning of his wife and his entire cartel on his wedding day. The wolf dies in the fight, stabbed in the heart by his own knife and breaking his neck on the briefcase. Now, while all this is going on, Lemon and Tangerine find the briefcase is missing and the White Death's son killed with boomsling poison, which was the same poison used in the massacre at Wolf's wedding. The prince convinces Tangerine that Ladybug was responsible, but Ladybug is able to subdue Lemon after failed negotiations by drugging a water bottle with sleeping powder and accidentally freeing a snake. Ladybug and Tangerine fight to a stalemate, with Ladybug wanting to help in convincing the White Death and his men that his son and the briefcase are safe. It fails, though, when their cover is blown, so Ladybug knocks Tangerine off of the train at the next stop. Ladybug then encounters the wolf's target, the Hornet, who is an assassin that uses boomsling poison, who was hired to kill the White Death's son. Having killed a concession girl to change her disguise, Hornet attempts to kill Ladybug by poisoning both during the struggle. However, Ladybug takes the Hornet's only dose of antivenom, and she dies instead. At the same time, Lemon becomes suspicious of Kimura and the prince and shoots Kimura multiple times before succumbing to the drugged water bottle. After climbing back inside of the train, Tangerine finds his brother's body and confronts the prince, as Lemon had her marked as suspicious using a Thomas the Tank Engine sticker. The prince is able to get Ladybug to fight Tangerine, resulting in a fatal shot to the neck. And Kimura's father, the Elder, boards the train. Now, the Elder is a former Yakuza lieutenant whose wife and clan were killed during the White Death's rise to power. Ensuring his grandson's safety by having the prince's associate killed, the Elder and Ladybug find Kimura and Lemon still alive. As they all prepare for the awaiting ambush, the train arrives in Kyoto, and Ladybug is met by the White Death himself and his men. The prince, who is revealed to be the White Death's disgruntled daughter, tries to goad him into firing Kimura's booby-trapped gun, but instead, he tells her that she was never part of the plan. As Ladybug uses the briefcase as a diversion, White Death reveals that he hired all of the assassins aboard the train in order to avenge his wife's death. When White Death escaped to Bolivia after Lemon and Tangerine massacred his men, his wife got mortally wounded by Carver. She died soon after, as the Hornet had poisoned the only surgeon who could have saved her. So White Death arranged for all parties involved, including the wolf, to end up killing each other on the train. Before the White Death can kill Ladybug, who took the job in Carver's place, the briefcase bomb is triggered, knocking them both back onto the train, which Lemon sets back into motion. The train speeds out of control as the Elder duels with the White Death, while Kimura, Lemon, and Ladybug fight off his henchmen. Lemon tackles a thug into the river below, and the train derails. Ladybug is held at gunpoint by the White Death, who dies when Kimura's gun explodes. Ladybug, Kimura, and the Elder are confronted by the prince, who gloats, proclaiming to now be the new White Death. The prince is then run over by Lemon, who is driving a Tangerine truck. Maria then shows up, saves Ladybug, who now embraces a brand new positive outlook on life and fate as our movie comes to its close. I didn't know a whole lot of what to think going into Bullet Train. I mean, I had seen the trailers. It looked like this chaotic hodgepodge fight movie with some pretty decent names in it. Michael Shannon, Brad Pitt, Aaron Taylor Johnson, Bad Bunny, Sandra Bullock, etc. And then I'm sitting there watching it, and I'm watching the story unfold. And you see all these things that are happening to Ladybug, Brad Pitt's character. And you're like, man, like every time you think you've got it figured, there's another twist and another turn and another twist and another turn. And they definitely kept me on my toes watching this. I thought everybody did a good job. I was really impressed with Bad Bunny. Even though his role as the wolf was small, I was impressed with him, much as I was impressed with him in the WWE ring the last couple years when he's made his spot appearances. I'm not a huge fan of his music, but you want to put him in a movie, you want to put him in a ring, and I'll support the guy. Dude is definitely multi-talented. Aaron Taylor Johnson, we've talked about a few times on the channel. He played John Lennon in Nowhere Boy, which I reviewed last year for my birthday. I'll put the link for that up here. He's also Kick-Ass, of course, and I reviewed both Kick-Ass and Kick-Ass 2 earlier this year when I did movies with only one sequel. I'll throw those links up here as well. And then, of course, in the MCU, he's Quicksilver. And I've done Avengers Age of Ultron, which once again, I'll link that up here as well, so that you can take a look at those 4 reviews if you have never seen them. all of them with Aaron Taylor Johnson. Brad Pitt's always been the guy I can kind of take or leave. It really depends what movie he's doing. I like him in the Ocean series. I've taken a look at all of those movies. I also reviewed Fight Club last year when I did my birthday month. I'll definitely put the link for Fight Club up here. I may try to stagger in the Oceans reviews afterwards, so you can get all of those as well. There's another 4 movie reviews for you to take a look at if you haven't seen them yet. Sandra Bullock I love and adore. I haven't gotten to too much Sandra Bullock yet, but I am planning to take a look at her career this November to make her the featured actress of the month. You know, we've done Tom Hanks, we've done Dwayne Johnson. This November I'm going to do Sandra Bullock, and I'm not sure how many movies of hers I'm going to be able to get in the way I do them Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It's either going to be 12, 13, 14, somewhere in that general vicinity. But I'm going to be doing Sandra Bullock movies in November, so you have that to look forward to. Is there a Sandra Bullock movie you would like to see me talk about and review? If so, leave your comment for it over here if you're watching the premiere, or down here if you're watching on demand, and I'll take that into consideration as I put together my list of Sandra Bullock movies to cover in November. All in all, though, I did enjoy the movie. I thought it was fun. I will probably purchase it when it comes to DVD Blu-ray. I may wait for it to go on sale and maybe not buy it right away. But if I can find a deal on it like Black Friday or something, I'll snatch it up, add it to my collection. When it comes to my rating for this film, I'm going to give it 3.5 out of 5 stars. There were some places where things got a little bit jumbled because of all the stories that were convening into the one story. But all in all, I think they did a great job. Everybody had a reason to be there on that train. Everybody had a motive, except for Ladybug. He was just wrong place, wrong time because it was supposed to be Carver, and Carver got sick. Personally, I think Carver knew what was going on, so that's why he called out sick, so that he wouldn't get caught up in all that drama. But maybe I'm wrong. Let me know if you've seen Bullet Train. Do you co-sign with what I'm saying or not? Let's debate about it. Again, if you're watching the premiere, leave your comments over here. If you're watching on demand, leave your comments down here. What do you think of Bullet Train? Do you agree with 3.5 out of 5 stars? Let me know. Let's have that conversation. Let's have that discussion. Let's have that debate in the comment box below. You know I enjoy commenting back and replying to you guys and engaging. Let's have that discussion, as that's going to be one of the ways to help boost up my visibility in the algorithms here. Make sure you guys tune in later on tonight, both right here on the Casa D18 Studios channel, as well as across the Jeff Meacham Multiverse of Media, as it's time for another edition of Open Mic Night. That's right, Jay Hebert Studios and James Hebert, Simple Man Studios, Noah Foster, the Casa D18 Studios, myself, and the Jeff Meacham Network, Jeff Meacham, the West Coast Professor, all coming together one more time tonight to discuss some of the headlines going around the world of professional wrestling. Damn it! But I digress. Buy the t-shirt. You never know who else may pop up into the room and join us. Could be Stat Boy, could be Josh Mansfield, could be Big Baller G, could be the boss man, Aaron Rift from NoDQ.com. You never know who's going to tune in and join the panel, so make sure and join us this evening. And then tomorrow, back here on the Casa D18 Studios channel, it's time to once again step into the war zone. That's right, another edition of the weekly acquisition report where I show you the newest movies into my ever-growing media library. You're not going to want to miss out on any of that content, both right here on the Casa D18 Studios channel, as well as across the Jeff Meacham Multiverse of Media. To all my loyal fans and viewers out there, thank you so much for tuning in and joining me here today. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. Make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure that notification bell is turned on. That way you're alerted every time a video goes live here on my channel. Make sure that you share this video with your family, friends, loved ones, movie lovers, Brad Pitt fans, Aaron Taylor Johnson fans, Sandra Bullock fans, whoever you can think of that would enjoy this video and this movie review. Get this out there to them, as that's how we're going to help boost up my visibility in the YouTube algorithms, eventually get me monetized here going forward in the future. We're almost at the halfway point. We're almost at 2,000 out of 4,000 views. We're so close to hitting that marker, and then we've just got the other half to go. We can get there. I know we can. I believe we can. Let's make it happen. Once again, thank you to all my fans and friends who tuned in and joined me here today. You guys, I appreciate you guys more than you could ever know. And I will see you guys next time.